Welcome to Sell Like a Genius. Damn it. I've been waiting for this one. You know why? Because what I have found is that marketers are pretty shitty salesmen. It's really ironic, but I used to think when I didn't know anything about marketing that like marketing and sales was the same thing. And boy, oh boy, they are not. Like not at all. And so I'm excited today to talk to you guys about something that I'm super passionate about. Like put it this way, I'm a salesman before I'm a marketer. I did everything from selling T-shirts in college. That's how I made my first money. And then I sold cars during summer, during college. That was cool. So I learned a lot there. Yeah. So I'm excited to go over this really fast. I want you guys to look at the background. Sell Like a Genius looks kind of cool. I know. And then Hot Sauce, can you actually roll that over here so I can see the chat? Or actually, Rena's pulling it up right now, so you're good. Yeah. Well, that should be fine. I can't tell you guys chat, but I will be about 30 seconds. Background's hot. The whole Wolf of Wall Street theme, I thought it was actually fitting. Yeah. The other thing I'll say is when it comes to sales, I'm a little more aggressive. Not that I'm not. And I'm a little more blunt and a little bit more real and uncomfortable. So don't take that offensively at all. It brings out a different breed because it's fun. I love the game. I love the hunt. All right. So here we go. Got my chat box here. I'm going to put that next to you. Shout out Michael, Steve, Charles, Gray, Ryan, Tom, Norm, Z, Sean, Al, Jacinda. Oh, whoa, hey. Wait for it. I'm back, baby. Just making sure you guys are awake. And you are. Mitch, what's up? Sean, Roxy, Jeff, Russell. Hello. Okay, question. Why are you guys here today? For you personally, like, what is it? Like, what are you hoping to get out of this? I want to make sure we over-deliver. Someone says I'm shy about selling, okay? I suck at sales. Cool. I love the honesty. Need more confidence for selling. Okay, good. I kind of want to start by talking off about, to sell like a mofo, about a cool analogy that somebody told me. I've shared it with you guys maybe once before, but I think it would be a good refresher. So this weekend, I'll draw this out. Let me get drawing board for a second. I'll draw this for you guys. Hold on. And then I'll come back over here and talk it out. So in the last 2 weeks, I've been to 2 bachelor parties and we went golfing on both of them at the same course. And I want to talk about the combination of marketing and sales. Shout out to my boy Mike Marin, who told me about this, who he got from somewhere. I don't remember the original source, but I really love the analogy. Okay? So this right here is the hole when you golf, okay? And then this is you, and this is you're a golfer, okay? Hold on, is that like I think that's it could be misconstrued for other things, but you guys get the point, okay? So there's the golf ball. So marketing is your drive, okay? So you kind of line it up, you hit the ball, and the goal of marketing is to get this ball as close to the hole as possible. And the better you do at your marketing, the shorter the putt for the sale. That makes sense? The shorter the putt for the sale. For example, if you have to cold call somebody, then you're putting from way over here and you're probably going to miss. It's going to be hard. You got to have a couple more calls. There's a lot more fighting. But if somebody came to you through a referral, all you got to do is step right up and just tap it in. And even if you never sold before, you could crush it, which is why a lot of people say, I work on referrals only. Does that make sense? Charles says you need Jeopardy music when Billy draws. So I can't tell you guys enough how these are married, and we were talking about this throughout this entire course today. A couple key principles, though. Let's talk about what sales is. Okay, let me talk about the expectations for this course, because this is actually the longest course I've ever taught. It may last up to 12 weeks, maybe a tad bit shorter, but that is it for the most part because there's that much to go in and there's that much practice necessary. Okay? So what is the definition of a sale? $100 for somebody who gets all three. What's the definition of a sale for somebody who gets all three? Okay? What's the definition of a sale to somebody who gets all three? Money in hand, income, closing a deal, collect a product or service. What do we got? I've talked about a little bit before, so somebody gets this. You special. New client, payment agreement, contract, product delivered, prospecting, follow-up, close, more inventory, agreement to work with, understands expectations, collects payment, exchange of value. Someone accepts, you're always selling, exchange of value, paying customer, exchange fees. Okay, we're off. No one's getting this one. Here's what it is, guys. It's 3 transfers. It's 3 transfers. Okay. And what are these 3 transfers? Not $100 because now I'm sitting here giving y'all the answer. Okay. Transfer of trust. Did you hear that? Transfer of energy. And transfer of clarity. Everybody write that down real quick. I want to make you guys take a lot of notes during this whole 12 week. This call is a little different than we typically do it, okay? A lot of whiteboard. Transfer of trust, transfer of energy, transfer of clarity. Let me know when you got it written down. We'll continue. Let's take action today, right? Let's just not sit here. Let me know, participate. That's how you retain, okay? All right, now let's rock it. What I mean by that is this. Have any of you guys, and especially this whole sales course is designed for marketers. I'm talking to you guys within camp. I'm talking to you guys who are buying this shit at a later time because you're not in camp. But this is specifically for marketers. Now, typically, most marketers shouldn't be, or at least after this class, you won't be selling anything less than $1,000. For people to part with $1,000, it's a decent chunk of change. So you guys tell me, when's the last time you guys have purchased something when you didn't trust the person? Go ahead. When's the last time you've purchased something when you didn't trust someone? Okay, it's never happened. Got it. So that's the biggest thing. Let's talk more. When have you bought something, or at least enjoyed the process of buying something, when your salesman approached you and was, hey, my name's Bill, and I was just hoping I can sell you my product today. I do marketing, and I if you the website. Fuck no, it doesn't happen. Ever. And then finally, the transfer of clarity. This is where a lot of people miss. If people don't understand exactly what the exchange is, money for what, you lose that sell every single time. How many of you, be honest, have lost a sell when you had somebody and you think you actually talked your way out of a sell by going into shit that they didn't care about? A confused mind always says no, damn it. We all have, right? And one thing that we forget is that the language that we speak as marketers is the equivalent to Pig Latin. How many of you know Pig Latin? Anybody know Pig Latin? Is that how it goes? Piggity, shiggity, figgity, shiggity, email, liggity. You guys don't know it? Yeah, I don't know either. So that's what I'm talking about, you guys. Don't forget these things, okay? Now, what I want to do today is actually set you up for success and go through like a true process to sales. Right now, I think people are losing because they simply don't have like a system and they're kind of just guessing. When somebody comes their way, they'll hop on the phone, but there's no real strategy. How many of you, so I have an idea of the crowd, are kind of just winging it? It's like when you have something, you just kind of go and you sell, you just do what you've been doing, but you're not really doing, you're just going. Is that right? So let's talk about that. My job here today is not to give you guys some complicated software that's going to confuse you. I'm going to keep things grossly freaking simple. So we have some worksheets. Let's see if we have those up. Let's start with the first one, okay? I've done this before, but I know a lot of you actually haven't participated and done it. You can stay and read it for a second. Let me make sure the board's good. And I want you guys to go through this with me. And bear with me if you feel like you already have this or it's unnecessary. But this matters mostly because your sales goals are going to be different, right? I'm going to play a little exercise with you guys. Do me a favor. Everyone type in this number, and then I want you to write it down too, okay? You ready for this? What's your desired monthly income? And I'm not talking about the fucking like, I want to make $1 million a month because that, like, straight up, like your comfort level. What would make you comfortable? What would make you safe? What would make you secure? What would make you feel that, okay? Your monthly. So I got 50K, 20K, 100K, 10K, 15K, 10K or less, 8 grand, 5 grand, 5 grand, 10K, 10K, 8 to 10K, stoked at 20K, 50K, 10K, 50K, 30K, 7K, 25K, 17K, 50K. So you guys can hear everybody's answers. 25K, 25K, 33K, 10K after taxes, good note, 100K, 10K, 100K, 15, 20. Got it? So 40K. Whatever you think your number is, how many of you have actually taken the time to map out what your number is, meaning actually took into account what it really takes to live that style, like what does the payment cost, etc., and actually looked at that? Or you kind of just wing it in your head? So that's kind of what I want to start off doing today. But let's take 2 seconds and get ultimate clarity on your choices. You hear me talk about it all the time. Money is nothing but a vehicle for choices. Money is nothing but a vehicle for choices. Money is nothing but a vehicle for choices. So let's talk about that, okay? So we did a simple cost sheet, and I just want you guys to go through it. You have it in your handouts. If you want to download this one here, I was just updated, okay? All right, go ahead and download that if you have it. If not, you can just play along here. Give me a little zoom. All right, so sell like a genius, make your choices. What's your monthly? This is all in terms of monthly. What's the monthly cost for the house that you want to live in? What's the monthly cost for the house that you want to live in? And if some of you are like, man, Billy, this is corny, we're really doing this exercise, this is how you make fucking sales. Guys, this is what gets you through the no, is having clarity on this picture. Most of you stop because you hear a no, it fucks up your whole psyche. You get demoralized and you want to quit. We've been there, we all have. This is what gets you through, okay? $5,500, $1,200, $1,000, $2,500, $2,500, whatever it is, okay? So let's go through. $2,500. It's the monthly payment, Joey, the monthly payment. The monthly payment, all right? $1,200, $3,100, $2 grand, $2,600, okay? Now let's go next. The cost of the car. Doesn't have to be Ferrari, Lambo, all that shit. But maybe whatever you want. I don't know what it is. Maybe the Ferrari. I don't know. I don't know. $876. Okay, you've looked at this before. $1,500, $650. All right. 2 people said own it. 0. 1,000. Yeah, maybe it doesn't add cost to you. 1,300. See? 500. Got it. Note these things. Let's continue on. Your cost of living expenses. Right? You can factor in all the little shits, like your groceries and your food bills and all the other things that add up. The things you forget about. When your car breaks down and shit, your cost of the living. That one you could actually spend some time on later. But just an idea. 1,000, whatever. 760. Make sure you're keeping these numbers. We're about to add all these up. It's not a game. 4 grand, right? 4,500, 1,000 numbers. And then finally, your cost of entertainment. Some of you like to travel. Some of you like to go to lavish dinners and you want to be the guy or the girl who's paying for everybody. That shit adds up. That shit adds up quite well. Right? Paul's fixing my mic. All right, ski and golf, Chris says, love it. Okay. Ski and golf, another $1,000 somebody put. All right. $243. Sean, I'm going to make you double that because there's no way you only spend $243. Okay. Now let's talk about a real number that nobody fucking talks about. How much do you need in your savings account a month? How much do you want to save a month? How much do you want to save a month? How much do you want to save a month? 2,000, 10K, 1,000, 2K, right? Just reading them out. 5,000, another 5,000, 3K, another 5,000, 3K, 15,000, right? Switch mine to 10K, someone says. Percentage of gross, Steve says. He's got it scientifically down. Alex says another 10K, all right? So right now, I want everybody to add those up. Add those up. And this is rough, right? This is just a quick exercise. Get our brain in the right places. We'll get into a whole bunch of cell stuff, but let's start with the foundation. 18,350, 9,000, 10,000, 20,000, 34,000, 23,000, 8,700, 30,000, 12K, 10,115, 13,000, 14,487. Are you guys ready for the kicker? Unforeseeables in these things that are foreseeable, but we choose not to see. What are they called? What are they called? Taxes. So I want everybody to times 2. Whatever your number is, I want you to times the fucking 2 right now. Okay? Times 2 right now. Now put your numbers. 20,000, 26,000. Someone said Costa Rica. 18,000. 28,974, 100,000, 13,000, 21,000, 60,000, 20,000, 17,000, 377,000, 45,000, 30,000, 20,000, 31,000, 26,000, 68,000. Now, guys, I want you to put into account the cost to operating a business that's going to make you the $50,000, and then you have employees in office space and payroll tax and all this other shit. Anybody feel a little stress and anxiety all of a sudden? Yeah. Yes. Embrace it. Because Ty said, fuck it, I'm going on welfare. Weighty, right, guys? So the point of this is not to demoralize everybody, but it is week 1, so that's kind of the point, right? But is anybody like kind of a trip to like, holy shit, you just added in all the top dreamy stuff. We had to multiply that times 2, but then we didn't account the cost of growing a business. Big fucking wow. You need a drink. Maybe some of you need a job. It's easier, isn't it? So I'm telling you guys this, not to scare you, but especially over these 12 weeks, I'm going to be the uncomfortable bot, the bringer of truth. And the truth is, to really get to where you want to go, that place of comfort, you got to make a shitload of money. And the only way to do that is to be able to sell your ass off. There's almost no one in the world who becomes very successful that cannot sell. I know some of you do not want to be in this course right now. I know some of you will avoid a sell like the plague for whatever reason, but I'm asking you right now to put those fears to the side, get over it so that you can hit that goal. You see? So now let's talk, okay? Let's go to the next sheet here about your total income. Not this. All right, not this. Where's the total? The total. Whatever, keep going. There it is. All right. So no, it's not even this one. I thought you guys made a separate one. Nope, not this one. Okay, go back. But you guys don't have it. Let's go back. Give me a drawing board. I'll draw it out. Okay. Give you guys some other perspective here. Whatever your number was, let's reverse engineer, right? What was your guys' totals? What's your totals again? Just the times 2. You don't have to go with the cost of like growing a company and all that shit yet. We'll get there. Okay. 30K, 20K, 45K, 14K. Let's just start off modest because I'm saying 40K, 30K, 60. There's all these numbers, okay? I'm just going to start modest. Let's just go 30. Is everybody cool with that? We base this hypothetical situation off of 30K. This plan? Be fine. So let's go. $30,000. Let's make this less stressful. Remember what the first thing I said is it's a transfer of clarity. Right now, I have to sell you guys. I'm being exciting about selling so that you can hit your goals. If that number you just spit out seems impossible, or you have no idea how to get there, you're not going to take action. So let's breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. If your goal is $30,000, there's only actually two things that you have to decide. You guys should know what these are. What is it? What is it? If your goal is 30K, there's only two things that you need to decide. What are they? There it is, Jesse. How many clients and how much are you going to charge them? And we can reverse engineer this formula in no time. So in order to do this, something we actually don't talk about much, I don't think I've broken it down this way before, is you have to understand the how many part, meaning how many clients do you want to take on. Let me get a feel for the room. Can you guys talk about how many employees you have, or if you're solo? I know we have a little mix there. How many employees if you have if you're solo, okay? Mostly solo. I see 3, 4, 6. 3, outsourcing doesn't count right now. Outsourcing doesn't count right now. 4, 8, 3. 10 contractors, 3, 1, 0. With hubby, you got the team. Okay, cool. 13. All right, let me give some perspective. There's some big people here too that have a lot of employees, a little bit different, right? So I want to give you guys this. We were talking about this before. I thought this was interesting. So we get this question a lot, and maybe this brings clarity for some people, but it's kind of like, all right, when should I hire my first client? Rules of thumb. It depends on how you're operating your business. But let's start here. 10 clients plus, you're going to need one person to help you. Maybe sooner. But 10 clients plus, you're going to need one person to help you. Everybody, does that make sense? And I'll tell you what happens so that you can prepare for it. So as we go through this course, some of you are going to get massive momentum. You're going to start closing clients. And so give me the drawing board real quick. I'll help you visualize how this process works. All right. So in the beginning, this is how like rapid growth happens, like from the solopreneur side, is you finally start closing sales. Okay. And they're coming in. You get 1, then you get 2, you get 3. When you don't have clients all of your time, this is another rule for you. I said 80 earlier. It's actually 90. If you don't have the money that you want, like even at a comfort level to support yourself the way that you want in your family, 90% of your time needs to be going to sales. 90% of your time need to be going to sales. Now, for those of you who have not hit your goal and typed it in yet, be honest, what percentage of your time is actually going to asking people to buy your shit? 5%, one person said. 25, not enough, so little. 10, 25, 70 is good. 40, 99%, that's good. Negative 10, 5, now it's 90, 5, right? So watch this, guys. Some of you, I hope a light bulb just went off there. You ain't making sales because you ain't asking anybody to buy your stuff. That's always the best part. It's like, okay, good point, Billy, right? So 90% needs to be going to sales in the first place. But as you start to close and you do focus this energy here, you start to make the gradual shift. Once you get these clients, then all of a sudden you have less and less time to sell because then you have them. You're super excited because, yes, you just hit $10,000 a month or you hit $15,000 a month, but then you're stressed out because you're servicing 10 clients, you're doing it all by yourself, and you're still trying to find a way to sell. But then it switches to the inverse. Now you're only spending 10% of your time on sales, you're spending 90% on retention, but because you're new to this and it's overwhelming, you lose a few clients, you already increased your expenses, so now you're stressed out and you need capital, and you're trying to find the funding to actually hire somebody. Does this sound familiar to anybody here? Exact. Thank you. Yes, I'm the bot this class, man. All I'm going to do is hit you with fire. How do I know this so well? Anybody know? Anybody know how I know this so well? Been there, done that shit. This is exactly how it happened to the fucking T. And I brought on this one person, and I brought on this other girl. That didn't work out. And then somewhere along the lines, Rena finally came in. On her first day of working, I fired the other girl. And so... yeah, guys, it goes like that. So let me help you avoid some stupid-ass mistakes. Start hunting early. Don't wait till you get to 10. Once you go to 5, start the conversation, bring them in and train them so when you hit 10, you're doing fine. That stress feels a lot better than the panic one. So the point of hiring this first employee is to fulfill these 100% of the time so you can go back to selling 90% of the time and overseeing this 10% of the time. Did you guys follow that? Because if you look on the board and try and follow, it's not going to work. I hope you were listening. This shit looks like a complicated Bill Belichick play. Got it? Okay, let's continue. Going back to this worksheet. Once you get past the 30 client mark, give or take, 15, somewhere in there, you're going to need a second employee. Okay? And then what we kind of figured was a cool rule of thumb. If you're running your agency in a scalable way, every 25 clients, you're going to need to bring on another employer. Once you get to over 50 clients or more, now you need an account manager to oversee the rest. Okay? That makes sense to everybody? These are rules of thumb so you guys can just wrap your heads around it. I wouldn't stress about it now, but we get this question a lot. We don't really ever have answers. So if you're actually conducting your business the way that I'm going to talk about in a moment, this range should be where you're living. All right? So assess your clients, basic or needy. Yeah, fire the needy ones. Because what happens is they end up taking all your time. They fuck your whole life up. Be quick to fire all the way around, okay? Now, let's go into some other shit, shall we? Where's my clicker? I have my clicker here? Oh, it's right up here. All right. Okay. Wait, there's something I wanted to hit before that. Before I go. Hold on. Let me see. I don't want to skip over shit that I want. Okay. I want to talk about the menu really quick. Let's go to the drawing board one more time. Okay. This is super duper important, and I think it actually slows down a lot of sales for everybody, okay? So sticking with that 30K mark of how much money that we're going to make for the sake of this example. All right. And let's do this whole times thing, our number of clients, and then the cost. So the reason why I went through that breakdown of the employee thing is because I want you guys to decide right now, legit, how many of you just want to stay a solopreneur and how many of you actually want to like grow an agency? You know, they're different. And it, you know what I mean? Like there's no right answer. I'm getting mixed. I see grow, scale. I see solo. I want you guys to know that's cool. That's cool. You know, that's cool. So let's talk about that now. Based on me just breaking down the employee scale to you, the numbers that you choose as your desired income, how many clients do you want? And let's choose a 3-month period, right? We're in this together for 3 months. Over the next 3 months, how many clients would you guys like to add? Okay. Let's see, 2 to 3, 30, 13, 15, 10, 50, whatever is totally cool. So the total number of clients that you'll be at by the end of this class, let's just hypothetically, honestly, let's just go with 15. No, we need to go crazy, okay? So let's just say 15 clients is what you're committing to, which, by the way, that's 5 clients a month. That's 1 a week, pretty much. It's not exactly. You got to do better than that. But you know what I mean. You wouldn't be mad at yourself if you did 1 a week. Does anybody think that's unreasonable? 1 sell a week? Anyone? Thank you. It's not. Simplify it. Now, let's talk about this. If you got 15 clients and then you're selling, and we're just doing division here, what's the price tag that we need to throw on that shit to make that happen? You know I'm not good at math. Even I know this one. 2,000. And that equals this. That's it. Do you guys think there's, I don't know, millions of business owners out there that would pay $2,000 fucking dollars for you to do it right? Anybody not believe that? Type it if you want. I won't say your name. Anybody not believe that? Anybody not believe that? Okay, so why don't we do this, guys? If you're open to it, pricing is funny because we control the pricing, but yet we'll get mad at clients when we're doing work for them for less than what we deserve. Anybody see the irony in what I just said? You set the fucking pricing, But you're mad at somebody like, damn it, I can't believe this, but he's only paying me $500 and oh my God, he wants to ask me all the, you set the price. You told them that's what you wanted to do. So one thing that I'm going to tell you right now, the easiest way to make more money this right now, this second, the biggest impact you can have in your business is do this. Don't charge less than this. Light bulb moment. Do we have an animation for a light bulb? Maybe a fireball? Can I get a fireball? Something? Okay, let's do a fireball. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, because we're burning the old prices, baby. We're burning the old prices. Someone asked the question, is this including advertising spend? It's absolutely not including advertising spend because you don't make money off of advertising spend. Okay? Too hot. Yeah, we have backlash fire on that, y'all. Okay. So there you guys go. Clarity. Clarity. So what I think we'll create, and I want to create this, if you can note this and pass this downstairs, is simply, guys, why don't we just do like a 90, want to turn this shit into a 90-day challenge? Fuck it. Let's turn this shit into a fucking 90-day challenge. I want some crazy case studies out of this shit. You guys cool with that? A 90-day challenge? Everybody? Anybody down? Fuck it. Why not? Why not? We're in here. Fuck it. Watch this. Winner, I'll give $3,000 to. Fuck it. Woo! Maybe I should take that back. That's a big one. Fuck it. I don't care. $3,000 to the winner. Jonathan said, fuck it, make it 4K. No. Okay?
I have a
so,
thing to that. They have to attend every call to be a winner.
I like that. Ray brings up. You have to attend every single call to even be eligible. My boo. Right there. Good stuff. See, she's thinking about her job. All right, so 3K to the winner, 90-day challenge. Here's how it'll go. Super simple, guys. We'll have a calendar, and you'll see the days count down. And then here's what it'll be. Number of sales on that day. That's cool, right? But I'm going to add one more thing into this 90-day challenge. It'll be 3 columns, actually, and make sure you guys note this so we can get it right. It's the day. It's the sales, but watch this. It's the offers. Because what's going to be fun is I promise you, you're going to see this overwhelming statistic of when people ask more, they make more sales. And it's going to be mind-blowing, right? So we'll get to all these things. So here it is, guys. 30-day challenge. Person with the most sales wins. Better be prepared to verify that shit. Don't hot sauce me. You know, and let's go. Oh, hot sauce. Hot. What? Oh, the price. Watch this. We'll split this between volume. So it'll be $1,500 to each. Volume. And then also we'll split it between gross. Who made that cash? All right. So we'll do volume and sales. And then the other column will be price. Or revenue generated is what we'll call it. Fair enough? That work for everybody? Super simple. What day is it? How many offers did you make? How many sales did you make? How much revenue did you make that day? Okay? That cool, guys? There it is. And Jonathan said, you just split my winnings. Cool, guys. So that's what we'll do to kind of keep it fun, aggressive, and super easy to track, right? And we can do some fun leaderboards and stuff like that on these calls and do some updates. So anyways, 90-day challenge, guys. Let's get in there. Let's make it happen. We got clarity on our goal. So for you guys, again, that number may not have been $2,000 to hit your goal. I don't know what it was. But either way, just have a minimum. You know what I call this on some different shit? Have respect for yourself. Also, have confidence in yourself. Also, I'm going to tell you this. Be willing to be uncomfortable. Let me explain to you what that means. Okay, that was long. Is this. If you respect yourself, you won't work in a situation where you feel like you're just being underpaid every day. That leads to resentment and unhappiness. If you're confident that you can sell and close and go get more clients, it will give you all the power in the world to fire and turn down clients when you need to. If you're willing to be uncomfortable, then even though $2,000 walks away, you know that you'll survive until the next one comes in. Get it? Okay, guys? These are huge. Minor tips, but I trust me, I know, and because I've been dealing with this so much personally, and I've dealt with it with you guys so much, this is what happened. This is the cycle. This is business, by the way. This isn't like marketing, sales, or anything. Every company is guilty of selling a product or service or something because they were in a cash flow situation, so they hoard themselves out. They just put themselves on Alcohol Boulevard, said, take me. However much it costs, I'll do it. Even if it sacrifices my happiness and my well-being. Okay? So, anybody have any questions so far? Are you guys getting where we're going with this? This is deeper than just some cool sales tactics saying on the phone, even though we'll get to plenty of those. Okay? All right, now let's continue to rock. Now that we got some clarity. Next thing that you have to do is to honor and respect yourself, where a lot of people miss. Actually, let me go drawing one more time. Sorry. Is this, we talked about this at the last camp meetup, but I'm going to beat it with a dead forking horse. What did I just say? Beat a dead horse. I'm going to beat it. And here it is. The best is when I hear Paul laugh downstairs and I'm like talking. It distracts the shit out of me. But your menu, okay? Once you have clarity and you set your minimum, your buy-in, nobody can even buy on for this price, okay? Let's say that's $2,000. Now your goal, the only reason why you wouldn't charge $2,000 is number one, you're afraid to deliver results. You're having doubts, right? And that's it. Because the truth is, if you would saw yourself making a client $10,000 every month, and you would not have, you'd think you would demand $2,000. Okay, that's the only thing that will ever stop you. So now our job is to create a menu of services that are worth $2,000. Anybody know what I'm talking about with this? Go ahead and pull it up now. Anybody know what I'm talking about? What do you mean a menu of services? Okay. Different things to sell. Okay. Gerard says, testimony on the retargeting package. Just from retargeting one of my campaigns and nothing else, we made over $300 on a $1.26 ad spend. It works, guys. Yes, justify price packages, lead ad campaigns, birthday campaigns, all these good things. Let's go through them. Here's an example right here. Okay? You guys, what gets you in trouble, and this is for marketers. Marketers will relate to this harder than anybody on the planet. And it's too much customization. Okay? I've talked about the customization cycle before. I'm going to reiterate it to you guys again. All right? Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Ooh. All right, here it is. Actually, I feel like I just talked about this today on a quick call. Let me reiterate. Okay, here we go. Here's your company. You're one per. Actually, this is the biggest trap. This is like a short clip right here that we can just put on the internet because so many marketers can relate to this. Biggest trap a marketer goes through. Most marketers have been in the game for a while and you've studied your shit for a while. I'll give you an example. Everybody type in right now, this second, the different skills, actually, the different services that you have charged the client for within the last 3 months. Everybody type in right now the different services that you have charged the client for within the last 3 months. Okay? Start reading them off to me.
SEO, Facebook ads, AdWords, software, lead generation, design, video production, Instagram ads, radio buys, graphic design, setup, TV buys, premium publication placement, whiteboard animation, event marketing, Wi-Fi marketing, article marketing.
Okay, stop it. So, we got article shit. I got WB, an old channel that used to be, now it's CW. I got graphics. I got Instagram. I got design. I got video. I got AdWords. I got Facebook ads. I got SEO. I got YouTube. I got posting. I got a movie event. I got brand awareness campaigns. I got SMS marketing. I got funnel building. Now watch this. How many of you can do all of the services that you offer by yourself? Like you're truly like, you've been in the game a long time, you just get it. So you are one of those people who's like, all right, you know what, honestly, I can actually provide a lot of these services. Look at the proudest. Yes, I can. Now you guys tell me what happens. CEOs go through this challenging phase of trying to duplicate yourself, which is the stupidest thing ever because we can't clone people. Maybe we can, Area 51 shit. So let me tell you what happens. And I've seen this first happen when I'm coaching, especially like one-on-one and stuff. So I get like a good depth look at this. You're working here and here's all your skill sets and you're providing all of this for a client. You deal with a couple contractors that maybe help you do this, but finally you get frustrated like I talked about earlier and you say, oh my God, I just need one more person who's competent that can help me. But then you say, you know what? I don't have that much money. So here you are, you're offering like, I'll even say 5+ services. You're on a shoestring budget, but you need help. So you go to hire somebody. You offer this person $12 an hour. So you feel like you're just hooking them up and that they're millennials and they need to learn and all these other things. You give someone $12 an hour and then you have the expectation that they need to be able to provide all the fucking 5 to 10 services that you've had for the last 7 years of being in business. Then when they fuck up on something, you call them lazy. Anybody get that? See that? Yeah, crickets. Exactly. This is the realest shit ever. No money, you pay someone shit, and then because your business has so many variables, because you're in love with customization. This right here is the death of your business. And what happens is when you go through the process that I just mentioned, you start to hate the people around you. You start to hate what you do. You start to get stressed out and anxiety. And truthful question, whose fault was it? It's our own fault, right? Michael says, Billy, it's Trump. Yeah, like, right? It's always something. But that's how it goes, right? Because then we get back in the corner and we're so defeated, we start lashing out. Yeah, sometimes it's fuck Billy and his training. That shit was stupid. It doesn't work, right? Oh, fuck this. Like, it's something. What it really is a defense mechanism for saying, I didn't do things right. Okay? So right here, again, today, make a commitment that we're taking out the variables. We're taking out the customization and feel good about it. And here's why. And I've been selling against this for a long time. Do you guys have any idea how much business we've taken away from people who will offer all 7 of these services, and then we come in with just one called Facebook ads and charge more money than them, and it takes us a fraction of the time to execute. A fraction. These are my favorite people. When I hear somebody's dealing with this, I notice the closes. I smell the blood in the air. It's a wrap. Okay? So you guys, what I'm telling you is never forget one thing. The customer didn't decide to do all of this. You did. The customer only wanted one thing. What the customer want? What the customer want? Fucking sales. Same thing you want. Not in sales, to be specific, here's what they really want. They want to make a lot more money than they're spending. People fall in so much love with like, oh, the web presence. What? Shut up. Shut up. So remember this. The goal, and this is not selfish of you, this is smart of you, is to deliver the least amount of your time and yield the greatest result for your client so that you can still scale. Now this, my friends, is what I'm talking about with the menu. The beauty, let me hold on one more thing. Why does the juggernaut of scale, McDonald's, have like what, four or five things you can order in the morning? Why? Why? Simplicity. More importantly, the R word, repeatability. Repeatability. If you saw the little movie that they did on the whole franchise too with Ray and Joan Kroc, it was important. He talked about how because they knew what they had, he knew exactly what temperature to bring the stove to. He can tell you to the seconds exactly how long a bun had to stay on to be grilled just to perfection. They can tell you exactly how much salt that they need to order based on the fries that they're going to have. They start to predict sales and predict what people are going to buy at certain times. The more predictability you have, the more consistency that you have, the easier it is to run and manage your business. Okay? So this is what a menu is. When I'm talking menu, the word, I literally mean if some money comes to your business, it is no longer this whole like fucking consultative sell where you're sitting down and you have crumpets and tea and you talk about the long strategy of blah, 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 blah. Let's do this. Shut the fuck up. It's very simple. Do you want the number one, the number two, or number three, or number four? Well, what does that mean, sir? Well, the number one is we'll run birthday campaigns for you. That's number one, sir. So basically, every time that someone has a birthday and they live within a mile radius of you, they're automatically going to see an ad that's going to drive them into your restaurant. It'll happen on autopilot. You don't have to do much. Done. Well, actually, Billy, I'm not really into the birthday thing. I don't celebrate that. I'm racist against birthdays. Okay, fine. Well, then your other choice is the number two, retargeting campaigns. I noticed that you've been in business for about 7 years. You have a customer list of 32,000 people. And right now, sir, you're not doing anything to keep those people engaged. So I'd be more than happy to put your ads on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to make you feel like a celebrity. So every time these people show up online, that's what they get. Nah, I'm good, Billy. I don't want to stalk people. Cool. Well, that's fine. If you don't like the advertisements, what I'd love to offer you is a short series of emails written professionally by me that have been tested in other industries or other businesses like yours that I'd be more than happy to give you. Okay, Billy, that sounds like something I can do. Or fuck it. I just want new leads. Cold people never heard of us, and I want their name, email, and phone number for my people to call and follow up with. Which would you like? Well, actually, I was thinking, which would you like? Get it? Anybody get that? How different that feels? How much easier it is for you to email your team and say, hey, we just had somebody come online as a client. He wants the number one. Can you guys cook that for him? Can you guys cook that for him? Because if it was custom, then I would have to call my team and say, hey man, I just talked to Steve. And so what he wants to do is go like target all these schools, and he just wants to hit up the teachers. And then he wants to do a little bit. No, we're only going to do YouTube for the one video. Okay, then can you call Doug? Can you see if he can make a video? Okay, then call Lily. See if Lily, you think she's available to come on the 23rd? We're going to sit down and do another meeting. Shut the fuck up. You lost already. You can't win like that. You guys get that? Is this making sense to anybody? You see? It's impossible. The marketing game is so messed up right now. It's impossible. It changes today, especially when you work with a genius. You hire a genius, this is how it is. I don't know, what would you like on the genius menu? Someone asks, what do you charge for that? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do you charge for that? Well, my prices are simple, sir. No matter what you would like on the menu, we actually have flat rate pricing. It's $2,000 fucking dollars, player. Hey, I'll tell you what, man. You buy right now, I'll throw in the order number 2. I'm going to give you a little apple pie for free. You see? Okay. So, menu. What I see here is just a little screenshot. We talked about this at the camp meetup. Thought it was relevant to bring up again, okay? But these were just examples of like people, you guys know that there's a gazillion company. Perfect example. I talked about it before. We had a client in here yesterday. I live streamed the whole thing. And they came in, and he's the ideal client who I'm talking about right now. And he says, Billy, we've been in business in Chicago for 7 years. He says, I'm going to be dead honest with you. We've never done anything digital at all. He's like, I get the SEO thing and all that stuff, but we just had this business and it's mostly going word of mouth, but I know social is where I need to be. Guys, is he an ideal client? Is he an ideal client? Guess what? He is like every fucking client right now. That's the climate we're in. That's the lucky part. That has nothing to do with me, has nothing to do with you guys. That's where the fuck we're at. If he has a budget, he is. You're damn right he has a budget because he was doing other advertising in Chicago. It just wasn't the online stuff. Okay? So you guys, please believe I will go to our menu of stuff that we do for him. And for him, it's just a customer lead gen campaign, a number 2. You see? It's a number 2. Super simple. You need new people to do your helicopter tours in San Diego. You're already doing cool stuff in Chicago. All we're going to do is find out what he was doing there, put together a standard customer lead gen campaign, and that's it. Run an ad to engage couples who are looking to do something different to celebrate their engagement, offer them $100 off or something of the sort. Once they come on, we sell them to come on a 30-minute tour. Done. Done. That's it. That's it, you guys. That's it. So then someone asks a question, is that worth $2,000? Well, let's find out. Can you give me the drawing board? Let's find out. So you guys know the basic rule of thumb. This is rule of thumb, guys. Every situation is different, all right? It's loading a little slow. So I try and go to the 3-to-1, right? So basically, if $2,000 is what he's paying us, we need to bring in at least $6,000 of sales to get really happy clients. That's it. What's that? Okay, just let it go for a second. There we go. Are we good? Okay, there we go. So $2,000, and my goal is to turn that into $6,000. Okay, and if clients can do that, they'd be happy. So let's reverse engineer that. What was their prices for their helicopter shit? Like $300 or something? His helicopter stuff? What was it? Yeah, but was that for the 30 minutes? Per person? Okay. So I'll say, okay, let's say his price is $200. What's 6,000 divided by 200? 200, 6,000 divided by 200. That's right, baby, 30. Yeah, 30. So I just need to bring him 30 new customers, right? So in that particular case, now that's very broad. There's other expenses and ad spend and things that will go there. So these numbers will change, but you guys get the point. So if I could bring him new customers for something like that, then it's all good. But what you guys also have to realize too, okay? What you also have to realize too is this, is don't forget that this may be an immediate money, but don't forget the other leads that you're putting in front of them that will convert. So we'll talk about this when I go into more of the sales process. But again, if they can turn this right away, meaning they feel like there's not a ton of money that's bleeding out of their pocket, and then they know as they establish a brand in a new marketplace that they're going to crush it, because to get this, we also got 100,000 views a week about their company. Do you think that has a little bit of value to a person who's been in business for 6 years to justify any other additional cost that that's not covering? Of course it does. And referrals and the whole thing, right? Of course it does, guys. It's just about how you position it. So the thing is, guys, the menu is whatever you create it. And I'll give you another hypothetical situation. Okay? One thing you want to be mindful of when you're setting your prices and your rules of what you're willing to accept for payment and what you're not is this. If it takes me literally 1 hour to build somebody a B-Day campaign, straight up, an hour, then maybe another hour to manage it throughout the week. So that's 2 hours. That's 8 hours a month. And let's say I was charging that price of $1,000. What's 1,000 divided by 8? What's 1,000 divided by 8? 425? 125? Is that what it is? Yeah, 125. Okay. Guys, that's $125 an hour. That's not a bad rate, is it? $125 an hour, it's not a bad rate for your time. And maybe it's too cheap, maybe you add more, whatever. But watch this. Let's say that you have an account manager. Oh, is it getting muffled a little? Okay, is that better? Okay, let's say you had an account manager, right, guys? And let's say you're able to replicate this campaign for like 7 other helicopter companies across, and it was only tacking on another 2 hours of work to check in on those campaigns. It scales like fucking crazy. It's like easy money, right? It's just your time. And like those 2 hours were super, like, to check in on a birthday. How long does it take you guys to check the success of a campaign that's spending like $30 a day? I don't know, the same time it takes you to fucking log onto your Facebook, some shit. Same time it takes you to like go stalk people on Instagram, look at your Snap, like, come on now. So that's why I said too, though, is really important. While we go through this, I'm going to transfer in some other stuff because we're going a little bit of a tangent. But do you guys see how important it is to decide how you want your business? Right? It's like, there's no right way to do it. It's just your way to do it. You know what I mean? It's just your way. There's no right way to do this, guys. There's no right way. Just do what you want. So anyways, you guys creating your menu is something you should do right after this call. Like whatever skill you're really good at or you're down to do, like, that's it. Like messenger campaigns. Come on, guys. Like all this stuff is rinse and repeat once you do the front work. Okay? So again, you won't lose in this game because you can't deliver, because you'll have different menus and different things on the menu that you can try to get people results, okay? And like anything else, it's practice, 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 okay? So now let's continue. Let's see. This is an old card, but I thought it was worth bringing up, talking about, are those clients actually worth it? Okay? It is about easy wins. There's a lot of things that you can do, customization and getting crazy, doing like 5 things on the menu when you don't really need to. You can make this shit really complicated. Why? There's just too many companies out there that need this shit. So let's talk about that, okay? Let's see. Tom says, once our menu is created, how do you suggest changing the pricing based on the industry and the client and the customer value? Just like that, Tom, exactly what you said, right? So that's what, okay. So you're getting into our next point. So there's 2 things that you have to check. You have to check and see if the client's going to be worth it. Is it easy to find their target audience? Are they currently advertising? How bad does their ideal customer want their shit? How competitive is it? How affordable is their product? Which objective are you trying to accomplish? What's their social presence? Do they have video? Do they have a sales process in place? Do they have X amount of numbers of employees? Okay? All of these things, and this is a scorecard you guys can use, will tell you how easy it will be to win for a client. But Tom's asking a great question. Is all these steps I've taken you through is to really help you hyper-focus on which client you want to have. And this is how you choose a niche. So let's go back. Okay? When you're talking about lifetime value and all those other good things, give me the drawing board. Okay? Give me the drawing board. This is where the niche game comes into place. So let's say that, you pick, I was just talking about it earlier, so it's easy. Restaurants. I don't know how to spell that word. Nobody does. It's a confusing one, okay? So is it? Thank you, Ray. Yeah. So there's the restaurant niche, okay? Let's say that you decide birthday campaigns. All right? Now you have to get specific. Really fucking specific. For example, can every restaurant that you guys know of afford $2,000 a month to pay your stuff? Can they? No. Now let me ask you another question. Are there some restaurants that can afford $2,000 a month and it's worth it to them? Okay. Did we just solve the problem? Stop talking to the ones who can't afford your shit. You get to choose who you market to. You get to choose who you sell to. Stop choosing broke people. So let's talk about it as a group. What are some ways to identify if a restaurant can afford good shit? What's a good tell a lot of the times? Can't always know. There it is. Already marketing. What else we got?
Prices, their stuff.
There, what?
Like the prices, their
Price, maybe not. I like how long they've been in business.
chain restaurants,
Chains, franchises that you never supported, right?
big restaurants,
Big restaurants.
commercials, what they're spending now,
Commercials. Are they advertising on TV, right?
number of staff,
Number of staff. That's a good one.
how full their parking lot is.
How full their parking lot is all the time, right? Little indicators, right? And guys, first things first. Are you going to be right every single time? No, of course you're not. But will you be right a good amount of time? Sure. Sure. Okay? So don't focus on what's not. So for example, I hear people say, I got to get out of this industry. There's just no, you know how many times I've heard this about every single industry? Doctors don't have any money. Dentists don't have any money. Real estate or gym owners don't have any money. Fitness people don't have any money. Marketers don't have any money. You know what's the truth? You're right. Some of them don't have any money, and some of them do. That's what I'm talking about when picking your niche. So when we're talking about niche, you need to get super duper duper detailed in who you're using your energy and time on. Do they fit the criteria here? Do they fit the scorecard? Okay? And that's where you need to be spending all of your prospecting energy, dollars, effort, etc. Does anybody have any questions about any of this yet? Any questions as we go through? Is this helpful so far? Just this is a start, right? We haven't even started talking about a sell yet because there's so much stuff before it, right? You really want to build a business to scale. It's a whole bunch of shit before it, okay? Okay, now let's continue on, shall we? I want to talk to you guys about, hold on, let me go back here for a second. Oh, you want to go full screen? Actually, no. Thank you. Okay, I want to talk to you guys about, once you have your menu, you know your prices, you're understanding your niche, you're talking to people that you really like. Now, how do you stay organized, right? How do you stay organized? So we use a software that's called Zoho. I'm going to give you guys a spreadsheet that's super fucking easy to use, okay? That's super easy to use. Dylan says, if your menu is simplified, should you still pick one niche only? Okay, I'll say this. Here's the thing with a niche, guys. It's not so much like to be married to your niche. It's just a narrow down customization. But what you'll find is, you know, for example, like when we were niching, you know, at first it was all gyms, but gyms turned into like spas, and spas turned it into like cycling places. But let's be honest, are those all the same shit? Like, are they, I mean, when you really look at the core, are they kind of all the same shit? You see what I'm saying, guys? So like, don't get caught up. Just again, here it is. Don't worry about the niche as much as how much customization is required between two different industries. And if there's too much needed to deliver a different result, don't do it. That makes sense? Okay, good. So we use Zoho. I'll show you guys something. Because a lot of people, you guys don't have clarity in your shit. The fuck? Okay, here. So for us right here, I mean, we see, oh, where's the, I don't want to go to that sheet yet. I want to go to the fucking, the one up top. No, this one. It's like not in there. Yeah, go to that one. The top one. Yes. Okay. Clarity in your sales, guys, right? Like, you have to have clarity in your damn sales. Clarity in your damn sales. What does that mean? You need to know if something is working or something is not. For example, I can run a report and I can pull up in May. Justin had assigned to him 160 leads. Out of those 160 leads, he had 132 conversations, meaning he got a hold of most people. That's good. He made 63 sales there, And so he was closing at about 47%. So you flip a coin, Justin's going to close one, he's going to miss one. He brought in about 130 grand of revenue. Got it? You guys see that? Then I can also go down and I can look at Ray and I can say, okay, 113. He's closing at this percentage. He's only closing this. So there's a gap there. What can I do to help Ray with his closes? Okay. But also I have to look at his lead source. Who's Ray talking to? And we can get more into detail about that shit later. Then I look at Takashi. But at the same time, if I look today, these motherfuckers ain't selling shit. If I look today it looks like they might as well be on vacation. They still on the 4th of July. They're having a shitty day. Happens to us. Got it? So what I'm telling you guys here is you have to track your sales. So Michelle says, Bataka is a sharp dressed man. Now he is. I made him wear a suit every day because he was fucking up. All right. So anyways, do you guys right now currently have a system in place to track sales, conversations, stuff like that? Okay, problem. Would you guys like me to show you a simple way you can do in a spreadsheet for free? Simple way you can do. You don't need any extra software, nothing. You guys want to see just like some basic shit. All right. So let's go ahead and pull up basic spreadsheet. Okay. We can go into Zoho later. I'll do a demo on that. It'd be inappropriate for now because it's just too much unnecessarily. Okay. You can use a Zoho or something because usually that's when you have a sales team, right? I have 3 guys all day who's just on the horn. So we need a system in place and we get so many inquiries. We need like process. Right now, most of you solar, small, you just use a fucking spreadsheet. You'll be fine. All right. So let's say this, actually write this down and we'll give this to you guys too. Okay. You ready? Opportunities, phone, email, status, notes. Okay. Opportunities, phone, email, status, notes. Everybody there say yes if you're with me. I'll explain more. Okay. Opportunities, phone, email, status, notes. Y'all good? Okay, check it out. Opportunities is the name of the client. Anybody know what Sky Zone is? Sky Zone is the, what is this called? No, is it the skydiving or the trampoline park?
Sky Zone is a trampoline park.
Trampoline?
Yeah.
Fuck it, we'll make it up. So it's one of the two. So, okay, it's an indoor, the jump tramp, the parkoline, the trampoline. So if you guys have ever been to the trampoline parks where you can like jump around and stuff, guys, this is an example. Took his son last week for his birthday. There you go. So you guys, is this a good example of a niche that everybody's probably sleeping on? So if you had to give a menu, what do you think would be the easiest menu ever for an experience like that? An experience like that. Oh, what's that, Kyle? Easy birthday campaign? What's that, Sonny? Oh, easy birthday campaign? How long did that take y'all to create? Hey, come to Sky Zone for free for your birthday. How long did that take you to create? Hour. And just let it run. And guys, let's say you didn't charge $2,000 for it and you reworked your stuff a little bit and said, you know what? I want to take on 30 clients. Because do you think it's fair to say you can handle 30 clients doing this at $750 a month? Because who gives a fuck? Because it doesn't use any time? And the customer will be really happy? That's what I'm saying. That's why you really have to think through your niche and choose your numbers so you know what to focus on. You can make the math make sense. All right? And then if you can do one of these for Sky Zone, do you think you can do it for one of those indoor skydiving places where you're floating? And do you think you can do it for pretty much any experience like that? And now have you found a bigger niche to scale to? Exactly. That's the game. So what you want to do right here is you want to put in those opportunities. Sky Zone, put the number of it, and put all the fucking locations in the country. All of them. And then you want to status. I'm going to give you guys some status notes. Are you ready? Oh, yeah. Okay. So here we go. I'll do that. So number 1 is LM. 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 Anybody know what LM stands for? Anybody? Left message, baby. That's right. So LM1 is a status, meaning you left one message. Then there's LM2. That means you left a second message. Then there's LM3. Means you left the third message, okay? Next status. Let's go to E's. Anybody know what E is? E1. What's an E1? Email. You email 1. Then you email 2. Then you email 3. Okay? And then you can pull up go down once I go through these. And the next is contact. Contact means you actually spoke with someone. You've reached somebody there, so you definitely want to have notes there. What's next? Then we have a demo that's been scheduled. That means you contact. It means you contacted somebody and you actually scheduled a demonstration with them. You contacted somebody and you actually scheduled a demonstration with them. Okay? Now, why would we schedule a demonstration? Why is that a status? Why? Hi, Sable. So no, why would we do a demo scheduled? Why? Big tickets, not everyone will show up. Yes, yes. More importantly, why? Why? Qualified sales. Come on, somebody has to get this. Hold on. Track how many close, calls, micro commitment, no effectiveness to sales, guys. These are all true. Demonstrate value, but there's a bigger reason for this. $100 for this one. Demonstrate what you do, helps with close ratio, trust. Got to call them too before the demo, close them, ownership. There's something specific I'm looking for here. See what it looks like, pipeline, ask question. You have your foot in the door, retargeting, build proof, lead by proof. It's easier. What's the question? Create experience, build value, get them engaged to make a demo sell because it's not closed yet. Demonstrate. There's like I bleed this one. Are they fit to you? Come on, someone own it. Excited. Okay, like some people said kind of close stuff, but this is specific. So we're going to go off on this. It's this, guys. Because I have said this time and time again, but I'm really going to drive it home for these 12 weeks. We're in marketers in 2017. Even if you're a business owner here, you're still a marketer, you're talking here, you're learning stuff, okay? As I said in the very beginning, we speak a different language. And as I said many times, Robert Moody said it, but you're late. It's a visual process. For the sake of this class, you guys, you are not allowed. That's what I was looking for. You're not allowed to even sell without, Jonathan said he said it. Fact check him. What did you say? You are not allowed to sell without it. It wasn't just visual sell though, guys. It was the fact, it's an emphasis on you can't sell without it. It's impossible to sell without it. It's not impossible, but that's how I want you to think. Okay? That's the point of this. Is if you guys are not, I can't, like, it's like a clockwork question. I say, how'd the sell call go? And I'll talk to like students or I'm coaching or something. And I say, good. I said, okay, well, were you in front of your computer? Did you share the screen? They say, no. I said, oh, I know why you missed the sell. So right now, I need everybody on this damn call to commit to you will not sell this shit without having someone settle down in front of a computer. You guys with me? Say it right now. Don't do it. It's so much harder. It's just harder. It's just harder. It is so much more challenging. Does the sample campaign count as a demo? It does not. Even if they go through the video, you still need to get on a call with them. That's where the magic happens. Because if, like, I'll show you. Let me demonstrate it for you so you can get this. Come here, Ray. Grab the mic over there. All right? Me and Ray are the same height. Okay? I'll show you. Okay. So me and Sunshine, same height. Bam. All right? So, Sunshine, mic check real fast. Can you guys hear her?
Mic check. Can you hear me? Cool.
Sunshine, so my name's Bill. I'd be more than happy to do your marketing. Let's say we met at a networking event or some shit, right? So, hey, do you want to meet for some coffee? Okay, great. So now me and Ray are coffee. Oh, what? I'm muffled? Okay. Hold on. Am I good now? All right. Hey, Sunshine, thank you so much for meeting me for coffee. I'm excited to share this with you. Thank you for taking the time and allowing me to do my pitch. And so, look, I was looking at your business and all you're going to need is just some landing pages. I'll pop in some ads. We'll use the Power Editor and I'll bring you through it because here's the cool thing. We can target by people's birthdays. So like all we have to do is show up in their news feed and boom, you'll have a lot of customers. They'll show up right there. And then you have a CRM, don't you?
What?
Are you integrated?
Huh?
Are you integrated with the MailChimp?
What?
So you have the MailChimp. Have you used
Monkey
autoresponders before?
What?
Okay. You guys see, it's never going to work.
Yeah.
It's never going to work. Ever. Because what the fuck are you talking about? And then the people that can follow you, do you know why? Because they do their own fucking marketing. And you're wasting your time talking to them anyway. Got it? So stop. speaking pig Latin. Diggity, diggity, to the gay. All right? It's just, and yes, Todd brings a point. Without the demo, it undermines the value of what we charge. So I cannot stress to everybody. Yeah, I can't stop. You're not allowed to do it. Okay? You're just not. So again, guys, it's a visual process. This demo scheduled in your status is everything. I will talk about that when we go over demonstrations and how to do it, which we will get there. But please believe it's real. The next thing you want is appointment status. Okay? Appointment status means you had the appointment, meaning you had the demonstration. Okay? Appointment status means you had the demonstration. Okay? Yep, Ty brings a good point too. When they see your campaigns and they can visualize it, it also makes it easier to charge more. Because when you don't show them, automatically you are a social media person, which means you are their neighbor's daughter's college intern person they're paying $6 an hour to do their social media. Get it? You see the lane you just got put in. So as geniuses, we're more considered madmen. When you think of a madman like fucking Don Draper, how much is Don getting paid? Cheese. Don's got cash. You see? Okay. Yeah, of course I'll go over those demos. That's the whole sell like a genius thing. We will. Then there's an appointment, okay? And then the other status is sold. Oh, what was that? Did everything just turn green? That's called conditional formatting, people. When you select this, bam, it automatically lights up to you. So when you're scrolling down your shit, you can get excited to know you made a sell. Okay? So you guys, is this spreadsheet or this, I'm going to call it this, our CRM for this case, is there anybody here who feels like they do not have the skill set to be able to put in names, phone numbers, emails, and select boxes? Yes, we'll share the spreadsheet with you guys. That's why we're doing it. We're just going to put it in Google Sheets. We'll give you guys that. Okay? Everybody can do it, man. That's the point. You know, my favorite approach is to take complicated things and simplify the fuck out of them. So today, what did we really cover? Ultimate clarity on your business. What it really takes to get to your goals. Clarity on the services that you're offering. All of this, tracking and choosing a niche, all of this of what I'm going through, okay, is the foundation before you make a sale. I always tell people, half the time with sales, the battle happens in the market before they even show up, this type of stuff, the clarity, setting up the right person. This is a big part of the battle, okay? So, do you have a recorded video of you or someone on your team giving a demo? I actually do. It's inside of the thing so far. But we're going to do a whole bunch of those, guys. Like, you're going to see me selling and all that shit a whole bunch. Like, we're going to go through scripts, objections, so we'll get there. But also know at the same time, this is going to take mucho practice, right? I'll give you guys assignments and things like that. Right now, do this first part so you know what the fuck you're selling. You guys see? Do the first part so you know what you're selling, and make sure you guys keep coming back live, because you have to, if not, you have to wait for these recordings, because we're actually turning this into like a really sexy course with handouts. You know how we do courses like 2.0? This is going to feel like that. To me, every marketer needs this. Got it? Okay, so we're going in, but I also want to leave you guys with this. Lastly, okay? Once you have this, the last thing I want to leave you with today before we get to nitty gritty of all the stuff, okay? Because obviously there's a ton. So I got to break it down, make it digestible, especially when we've been in 3 classes today, okay? Opportunities. Opportunities. Without opportunities, can any of the rest of this stuff happen? Without opportunities, can any of the rest of this stuff happen? No. So we've talked about this in the last couple camp calls, but I want to revisit for you. Opportunities. Make sure that 90% of your time, specifically, and we'll call this in the sales category, but specifically goes to creating opportunities. And opportunities all come down to lead to demos. and demos then go into sales. Got it? So here's the 3 steps. First, you have to create the opportunities. The opportunities every fucking time goes to demo. The demos go to sell. That's what we'll be covering today in this course. Okay? This whole quarter, excuse me. All right? Opportunities, demos, sales. Opportunities come from several places. Facebook ads, YouTube ads, referrals. Where's other places, guys? Some of you guys are part of like Chamber of Commerce's and stuff. People have been blowing that up, right? Cold calling, whatever it is. These are how you create your opportunities. So you guys, the goal here, like to me, it's this. If you were spending $10 a day on Facebook, $10 a day on YouTube, asking for referrals from previous clients on a daily basis or whoever, going to an event like once a week, and then cold calling and making 50 calls a day, do you guys think it would be really hard not to schedule some demos? LinkedIn, there you go, Mark. I mean, do you guys think it'd be really hard to not schedule demos? I want to introduce you guys to your new job, especially as you're on this 90-day challenge. This is it. When someone asks you, what do? I create opportunities for myself right now. Okay? Something that I won't ever go into. Like Sean asked, what percentage of demos convert for you guys? It doesn't matter, right? Because what converts for us on a demo may not be your truth. So me putting a number out there would just either set an expectation that would either, it's not going to help you. So I want everybody to be in your own numbers. Okay? I want to be in your own numbers. There you go. Jay just says you made over 100 calls yesterday. Good shit. And then also too, guys, so next week, I'm going to talk to you more about creating opportunities and how to do those at scale and how to set these up. And depending on the schedule, we can start talking a little bit about the demonstration and what that looks like and how these two marry together, okay? Creating opportunities and then actually landing those demos. I'll also talk to you guys about the structure of a small sales unit, okay? Leveraging some outsourcing, leveraging appointment setters as an actual job, leveraging closers, okay? And we have a cool little system here that's worked well for us, allowed us to scale the fuck out of our agency, all right? So I will go over those things next week, all right? Let's see. Jay says, total transparency, I have 3 possible clients, but I'm scared I'm going to F it up. I am overthinking how to do the ad, even with your system in place. Get in there, do it. This will make you feel better. Be transparent with them. When you say, hey, I have super confidence, I have a fucking fantastic team behind me doing this. You have the best hands in there. At the same time, this is a little bit of a newer industry, so it's going to be a challenge, Mr. Customer. So as long as you understand that we're probably going to miss the first few times, I can help you. That is why you have anxiety, because you may have set a situation where you feel overpromised. If you keep it real with them and you let them know, yo, this is hard as shit. We'll see what happens. You will have that weight lifted off your shoulders and you'll be able to do your thing. Okay? So it says, dude, 3 calls. You invested a lot of time in this today. Real shit. Thank you. Oh, thank you for being here, man. I mean, anyone who's showing up here 3, it's like this. The quote, the old saying goes is, help people who help themselves. Someone shows up to 3 calls a day, I'm obligated. It's my duty, right, to serve those people. Like, as simple as that, right? So there you guys go. Any other questions? Was this helpful today? Scale of 1 to 10 for the start to get like perspective on all this and how this, I mean, this 12 weeks, right? We're really fucking going to be going in, right? A lot of this is going to be, we're going in. I mean, this is what it's all about. So I think this is a necessary step, right? The necessary step. And everybody just do it, push each other. We have the assignments. Make sure you guys do the assignments. But again, my goal is to just continuously make camp better, right? Continually give you guys resources, all right? So we're going to keep doing the damn thing. And yeah, all right? There's a lot of typing, guys. Sorry, it's hard to read. But you guys are great. Thank you for being here. Hope it was helpful. We're just beginning. Do me a favor. This is real. And I don't even make any money off what I'm about to say next. If you found this helpful and you haven't came to the camp meetup yet, will you go to thecamphookup.com and come to your shit so you can connect with the crew? We don't make money off campers going. We actually we pay money. It costs us money for that second day. Okay? I just want everybody fucking there and connected. All right? So if you have found today helpful, been on the call, so please just come to the camp hookup. We'd really appreciate it. We want to see your face. We want to shake your hand. I promise you won't regret it. I don't think anybody who was there last time left mad that they came. You know, everybody seemed to have a pretty good time and enjoyed kicking together. And what I would appreciate too, if you guys came to the meetup last time, maybe you could drop it in the group and just talk about what kind of event it was so we can meet the other people who may be in the shadows a little bit, because I see some faces on here today, because obviously I see everybody's names. I see some faces today that don't usually show up. So I appreciate you coming, and maybe sales was a hot button for you. So that makes me happy that we're doing this call. Okay. So cheers to you guys. I love y'all. Billy here. I cold call, then I get their email. I send them a short 3-minute video. Then I send them the demo. The reason I got the email is because building email lists too. That's perfect. There you go. That's great. That's exactly what you want to do. All right. Is this in camp? It's not in camp yet. I told you we got to build this whole course together, and then obviously you guys will have access to it. So make sure you show up live for now. Okay. Yeah, it's cool to work for free until you get good at getting people's results 100%. Let's see. We start with ad copy tomorrow too. Right? Oh, the homework assignment. Yeah, that's right after this call. So you guys will be able to do it. So the assignment will be out, and make sure you guys put that in. You can win $100. Easy. All right. You know what's actually funny today? I offered $100 a lot, but I asked hard-ass questions, so there wasn't like really like somebody nailing it. Okay. Let's see. All right, cool guys. Love y'all the best, and glad today was helpful. And I will see you guys next Tuesday when we're back at it again. Daniel. Later. Actually, it's not even that short because it's Thursday.
Yeah, see you in a couple days.
Gotcha. Camphookup.com. Later, guys. Peace.